Hello everyone, SirMonkeySuit happy here back again with Code Geass. We're on episode 12 of season 2, and in the last episode, so there was a big sort of, not real revelation, but something interesting to really take on board, which is that Anya seemingly has something bigger to do with Lelouch's childhood. What exactly? We don't know, but C2 picked up on it when the similar thing that she did with Suzaku in season 1, where she touched the Lancelot and like flashed in images, popped up. Something very similar. Also, we have Colin, who has been obviously taken hostage by the Britannian Empire. They've went with them, so that's going to be a tough... there's going to have to be something big to go down for Lelouch to get her back. She is well behind enemy lines right now. We have V2, Jeremiah, and the bald guy that I can't remember the fucking name of for the life of me right now, has found another Geass temple. Again, we don't really know exactly what these temples actually do, whether there's technology being picked up from each temple. Maybe they make up a location to where the Order is, because we've learned about the Order now, which is apparently the Geass sort of... I'm guessing, well, the Geass probably comes along with it, but the Order is basically a bunch of people that are like C2 and V2. And if there's one for every letter of the alphabet, then fuck. But yeah, and also we have obviously Anya and Gino that are now students at Ashford, so... Great. We also have the big whole thing with Lelouch playing up his plan. As per usual, you know what I mean? He has a fucking plan in place. The reason why he did not team up with Shinkai in the previous episodes was because he needed the Chinese Federation to betray Shinkai again, so that Shinkai would come out of the side of the Black Knights. Great. Awesome. Well, that is all. I'm going to go into episode 12 now and see what we get. So without further ado, let's go.
It's true, Shirley and you were kissing. I wasn't
Fuck.
planning doing that, was I?
Bad call.
No
You're
shit.
mistaken there.
Sayoko, I've told you already. You were acting too nice as his stand-in.
I guess the problems of the Knights of the Round will have to wait.
Master Lelouch, I have your schedule for tomorrow.
Quite careless for a female ninja.
I am a Secret Service agent, a 37th Master of the Shinozaki.
Sayoko!
You have dates scheduled with 108 girls. 14 of them are waiting for cancellations. And
What?
they've been on the wait list for 6 months.
Let's have a date with Lelouch tomorrow.
Huh?
For fuck's sake, Sayoko.
You said she'd go to the art gallery with him.
Shit's weird right now. Sayoko's a ninja?
At 0700, you'll enjoy a homemade boxed lunch. At 0900,
Oh
you'll
my
visit the art
god,
gallery.
just dates with
$10
everyone.
Proceed to the Chinese Federation, where you'll conclude a trade treaty in Shanghai at 1500 hours. At midnight 02, you'll meet your next date for a live show. And then he's late.
Sorry, Shirley. I promise I'll make time later to explain all this to you.
You can start by explaining it to me.
Lady Anya,
Same Lelouch.
that's a picture of me when I was still a prince back in the homeland. Of course not. Remarkable likeness.
Oh,
You bet.
yeah,
When
they
I told
wouldn't
him
know
how you
what that.
gambled on your games, he begged me to take him along.
Oh, brother, they never quit. Just give me a break already!
Darn it, Sayoko. Lelouch is too frail for such a heavy schedule. And what's up with all these women? It's sort of like a mental problem.
Who did that? I said I wasn't running away.
So, what lucky girl do you have a date with this time?
I fuck it.
This is not good. I'm clearly doing something wrong and don't know how to make it right. Damn it.
I have decided on my graduation event, and I'm going to christen it Cupid Day.
Prez, are you really planning to graduate soon? Why not wait and do it with the rest of us?
This Cupid Day of yours, what exactly is it?
You want to know? On the appointed day, I'll have every student in school wearing one of these hats. If you steal the hat of your target and put it on... And then what? By order of the Student Council President, me, those two will be proclaimed boyfriend and girlfriend.
What?
It's a bit rash, isn't it? Declaring war on the Chinese Federation.
Is that what His Majesty said?
Yes. He told us to take all of it.
The war with the EU is ongoing, and Area 11 is on the path to peace.
This would be an easy matter to solve if Cornelia were present. Bismarck, have you heard anything?
I haven't.
It's shit.
We can station 2 divisions along the Mongolian border. Battle is unnecessary. The Chinese Federation has fallen apart. We can gain half their territory by rattling sabers and through negotiations.
Is that what Schneisel said? Yes, Your Majesty. Do you approve? You, the Knight of One, the mightiest knight of the Empire, ask me that. War has historically been an action favored by idiots.
I finally grabbed it.
Oh shit, Cornelia!
The tale of Geass. And now I'll drag it from the shadows. I'll wipe away the stain from Yuffie's name at last.
Where are you now?
Fuck.
Come on, Suzaku, it's Millie's graduation event.
Say hi to my fiancé for me, will you?
What? You're serious about that?
Took you long enough, so am I here for torture? Maybe execution? Do what you want with me.
I'll do nothing like that to you.
It's Nunley.
It's been such a long time. Hello, Colin.
Damn.
It's Cupid Day. I'm going to end my relationship with all the girls at today's event. Fortunately, we were able to get the teachers to participate in this too.
Huh?
Valletta, you're going to steal my hat from me.
Won't that just invite weird misunderstandings? Have Shirley grab the hat.
Yes, that's definitely an option to consider.
That girl is completely head over heels for you. She did shoot me in order to protect you after all.
That's why I don't want her mixed up in this any further.
Attention, everyone. This is Millie Ashford speaking for the last time as Student Council President. And before you start, make sure you're at least 2 meters away from your target. Now, before we begin, I'll just say one thing.
Meow.
Any club that brings me the hat
No?
of the
Okay.
Lamp Rouge in Class 3D gets their budget increased tenfold.
What?
All right, let's do it.
Why does Billy want to lose it so much?
Lulu, wait!
Whoa! That was a huge...
Stopping this many people at once is incredibly hard work. Oops, sorry about that.
Oh.
He vanished.
We're good.
And nobody is gonna, like, ask questions about the fact that Lelouch just disappeared into thin air. Hello everyone, just a reminder that if you go to the link in the description of my Patreon and get the early access there for $5 a month, you can get access to 4 episodes of Code Geass every single week. And you get them a week early as well. So if you're clamoring for more reactions from me more frequently, Code Geass, get in the links in the description of my Patreon and get the early access there for $5 a month. On with the video.
Could that theory be accurate? Then we're the worst criminals in all of history. Be abandoning our nation.
Freeze. My dear Bartley.
That
Bartley,
was
that's his name.
Princess Cornelia?
Fuck!
We were ordered to be here by the Emperor.
My father?
It's like a mixture between, like, incredible
It
seriousness
appears
and...
that Gino did come to this school just to play around. Now I've only to switch places with Sayoko and have her play along with the press.
I did it! Now I get to be Lelouch's girlfriend!
Of course. Mia, right?
What's up, Honey Bunch?
Would you mind very much
Honey
giving
Bunch.
me that hat back?
Okay.
They really know how to get up to
So
some
where should
fucking
we
school
switch?
shenanigans.
Here we'll do.
Now I'm more confused than usual. What am I doing here? Huh?
That sounds like the
Lelouch
same
is gone.
Nunley voice actor. Why is he still got the ball?
Fairly well! Sayoko, watch what you have me say, or I'll come off as being kind of mental. Sorry, it was involuntary. Just be careful.
Oh,
and don't
man.
go to the
Lelouch is more physical than normal.
I would like to let you catch me, Miss Millie, but at the moment...
Oh, Ninja Run!
Lelouch can't do stuff
This
like
is
that.
ridiculous. This is so stupid.
Glamour Squad, move in! After all, Lelouch is a warm-blooded male. Yeah, we'll catch him off guard.
Oh my.
Using your bodies against me is useless.
Whoa! I'm sort of in shock.
Where's Lelouch?
What the fuck
if
is it?
Lelouch is who you want, then I, Rival Cardamon, will give you what you want. My best friend in the world.
Oh, he's such a buddy, isn't he? That's not fair.
The
Use it.
Mordred's just been launched?
Oh.
Should have guessed that Anya doesn't possess a grain of common sense either.
Heat sources, 2 places.
Oh, fuck!
Watch out!
Twin Lelouches?
Oh,
Night of six,
fuck!
lady.
What?
Why did you kiss me before?
I like you.
That's a lie. I know you aren't serious.
Wrong!
So, you want to do more than just kiss? It's okay, even if you're not serious. Welcome back, Lulu. Forgive you. In return, close your eyes for me. I want to try and make you fall in love with me for real. I said love is power.
How disappointing, but I'm not surprised.
Guess that's the end of the game. But it might have meant a little more this time around. Huh? Yeah, maybe it did.
It's unusual, to say the least, that he would change plans like that.
Changed plans.
I meant she.
You mean you did this for us? Because you two really wear on my patience. Hey, Prez? What is it? Thank you for everything you've done here. And with that, this girl is no longer avoiding the real world!
How are you? My name's Millie Ashford. Beginning today, I'll be your go-to girl for weather information here on the Weather Corner.
She's from nobility.
She said she never likes to do anything halfway, so...
Then why'd she call off her engagement?
Boyd must be in a state of shock.
He doesn't care. He doesn't give a fuck, does he?
Expect from my former fiance.
You see, Nina? I'm trying to face who I really am.
So what do you think we ought to do with the rooftop garden? And I'll bring
Water it every now and then. That was Jeremiah.
You've been given a Geass Chancellor, which therefore...
Yes, I understand.
Oh my god! It's undid all of my memories! Oh! Oh my fuck!
I'm remembering now. I remember Zero, the one who killed my father. It's Lelouch. How is that possible? I thought when he first used it, it was a bit like, it was a weird glitchy thing. I thought it was like they'd made like an artificial Geass or something, because that's what they were doing with like Jeremiah. It was like a cyborg kind of thing. I thought like they were successfully like made like an artificial fucking Geass. It still might be. I don't even know if this is a proper Geass. He's got a cancellation Geass. What? Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. Like, he can undo anything. He can undo these. Oh my god. I'm trying to remember now what Geasses are actually still in play, if any. What Geasses are still in play. You could undo Suzaku's of always, you know, try like literally to live. What else is in play? I'm not sure Lelouch had any long-term, like real long-term Geasses in play, right? Like he hasn't forced them, like people to work for him or anything, has he? Normally the people that he forces, like he orders to work for him, end up like being like one-offs. Like they're not like long. The only one, yeah, the main one was. Oh, that cancellation fucking Geass would have come in so handy for Yuffie. Oh. I think the main one, like the main long-term Geass like orders were Suzaku's and Shirley's, right? Fuck. Oh, this is mental. This changes everything. I never, for once, why hasn't this ever crossed my mind? Like the thought of like it being cancelled, like reversed. Surely that should have crossed my mind at some point. Like, if you have all these different Geasses, then why, you know, there's always the possibility that there could have been one that did the opposite. Oh my god. It's not even just Lelouch's. It's everybody's. Like the Emperor's as well. Like, surely the Emperor would have to like
Because this is being run under the Emperor, like, under the Emperor's orders, right? Because V2's there. Does he not understand that what he's already done, with Shirley being one of them? Shirley had her memories altered, the same as what the rest of the student council did, right? Like, now she knows that Rolo is not Lelouch's brother as well. Not only everything that happened before. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm trying to remember what else is in play. I think that's mostly it, right? Like, just the memories, and then like the altered memories and Suzaku, Shirley. Those are the only long-term ones, I think. I think that's it. Oh man, I hope I'm not missing any. Nah, I don't think I am. Well, this is strange then. Like, if V2 mentioned it was a cancellation thing, it wasn't worded as like reversed. So my question is, like, if Lelouch was, this may be answered in a future episode. If it is, then don't tell me. But if it isn't, then feel free to speculate in the comments. But if Lelouch can only order if Lelouch can only order one person once, if it's cancelled, could he order that person again? Or is that it? Because now then it's kind of fuck. Oh man. What will this do to... what will this do? So... Shirley then, knows that Lelouch has a power then. Right? Would she be able to figure that out? Would she know that he used a power to make her forget that? Would he... Oh, fucking hell, this is nuts. This is fucked. Because, oh man, how is this gonna work? I have to wait until fucking Friday. Okay, fucking sick. I'm so speechless. This is nuts. Okay, right. Lelouch, first of all, I forgot to mention last episode because I did write this down. I just completely missed it for some reason. Lelouch is acting so weird. In these last couple episodes, he's been so weird. In the last episode, in episode 11, when he was on the phone, he's talking about love and stuff, and it's like, what? That almost doesn't sound like Lelouch. Like, so, like, he doesn't seem as serious anymore when he's talking about, like, oh yeah, the power of love. And it's like, what? Lelouch has never been like that. So he was acting weird then, right? And that was actually Lelouch. That wasn't Sayako at that point. Because he was in China. And then in this episode, well, first of all, it's mental because they're fucking switching back between Sayako Lelouch and normal Lelouch, and fuck's sake. The way that he was acting with Shirley was weird, like... It was a weird episode. Because... Alright. Whatever. It was a weird episode because it was cutting between some serious stuff and then the whole fucking Cupid fucking bullshit. Oh, man. They really go all out with the fucking high school shenanigan shit, don't they? It's just funny. Sayako is a ninja now? That's new. I never even thought that was a thing. I thought she was just a fucking, you know, just a loyal, like, a loyal servant to, like, you know, to Lelouch and the Black Knights and shit. Like, no, she's the 37th master of
something. She didn't manage to get it out, but apparently she's a ninja. Obviously, with all the fucking moves she was pulling as Lelouch. She made a whole schedule with loads of dates with loads of girls. That's not the important bit. The important bit was at some point during the day, he went over to China to do a trade deal with India, I'm guessing. Only judging by looks of who that guy was. But they didn't help. Like, they didn't come to, like, the Black Knight's rescue when they had, like, a little ally thing going on. So I don't know. It might not even be India, but you know, when you look at the map, there was a good sort of overview of the map when Schneisel was talking about it and stuff. When Britannia was like, when the Emperor wanted to go to war with the Chinese Federation. Fuck, it showed a great map of like the Chinese Federation, but not all is like one color. Because in reality, while it's the Chinese Federation, they're all different. They're all different countries, almost like independent sort of like, you know, countries that are a part of the Federation, and that, you know, at any point they can just withdraw from the Federation, I guess, and become a part of the Empire. Now obviously Schneisel want to go around it a different way, which I like. I think I'm getting a real good sense of who Schneisel is as a character now, whereas before I've been very much wary of him because he has that sort of anime personality trait where he's so like, he has that very it's easy to look at his personality as a facade, like easy, like someone can put on the face, but like in reality they're fucking evil as fuck. Because I've seen that kind of shit before with people, like characters who have the same personality as Schneisel does. But I think he's actually very upfront. I think he's he is actually an honourable man. And you know, while the Emperor is wanting to go to war, he's wanting to do it in a different way. And when I think back, there was a moment in, I think, was it season 1? I think it might have been, where, yeah, it would have been. It would have been the episode, I think, where Lelouch gave the order to Suzaku to live. Because that was when Schneisel first turned up, and I think the Emperor was saying, "Oh, Schneisel wants to challenge me," or something. And I think that's what I think. Schneisel, deep down, doesn't agree with the way the Emperor's doing things. I think Schneisel has his own way, but he also knows that he can't just go against the Emperor. So I think he's trying his best to do it his own way. So I think I'm getting a good idea of who Schneisel is as a character. It's only taken this long to fucking get there, but I've always been wary of him just because of that. Yeah, it's easy to have that sort of personality as a facade. But yeah, so there's that. Okay, so Anya, again, the whole thing of her having some connection to Lelouch somehow, some interest that she has with Lelouch. She walked up to Lelouch, showed him the photo of young Lelouch, and like asked if that was any relevance to you. And Lelouch came back and said, "No, it's just I'm just a commoner. That's not me." Although the fact that he's called Lelouch and looks exactly the fucking same, like, I know that. I'm not sure how old he was in that picture. I mean, I guess in real life, from those ages, you can probably change quite a lot, but when we're looking at it as a drawn thing, it's quite obvious that is Lelouch. You know what I mean? And the fact that they're both called Lelouch, I don't know. I mean, I think it's just weird. I mean, I wrote down, I said, of course it wouldn't be disclosed to everyone, because I kind of forgot that like the only people who actually know is Millie, Suzaku, and that's it. But I'd imagine then, or is it the thing that Anya and Gino do actually know that is Lelouch v Britannia, but they're still trying to play it like, you know, trying to get Lelouch to slip up.
Because, yeah, they're probably trying to keep Lelouch in check to see if he still has the altered memories, maybe. I guess that's probably what it is. But yeah, that's it. We got to look at the Knight of One. Old One Eye. Didn't get his name. But I'm guessing he's a beast. I mean, he looks like one. Kind of interested to see what goes on with him, what place he actually owns, because obviously as a Knight of One you have a place that you can take as your own. If there's any backstory with him coming, then I'll be interested. Rolo at some point made a massive fucking AoE. I didn't know the area in which he could actually spread it, and he spread it across the whole fucking. Now it said, like, he did say that this takes a lot to do, so there's that. But the fact that he's capable of doing the whole fucking school is something that's really cool. I'm surprised no one, like, you know, like, nobody asked any questions about the fact that Lelouch just clearly disappeared into thin air. But okay, we'll go with it. We came back to Bartley. Bartley said that if we do this, we will be the worst criminals imaginable. Now, they didn't elaborate on it. I'm imagining there is something going on behind the scenes, that's something that will really be possibly so inhumane, like, to take that sort of humanity away from them. Maybe that is what he's referring to. We didn't get a lot. We just heard that Bartley's kind of not really liking the whole thing, but yeah. But yeah, back to the fucking Cupid thing. Rivel, such a fucking wingman for his buddy, who's like, fine, if it's Lelouch, I'll fucking help you get Lelouch. You know what I mean? Such a lad. You know what I mean? That right there is fucking is friend material. I mean, I was wondering what was Millie's plan, because she was like, anybody that brings Lelouch's hat to me gets like extra fucking allowance or whatever the fuck it was. And I was like, what? Wait, what? Millie wants Lelouch's hat? I'm thinking she wanted it so that she could give it to Shirley. I was gonna say it because, like, to take, like, you know, Lelouch away from Shirley when Shirley's clearly obviously the one that's always been that's always loved Lelouch, it would be a bit of a bitch move. But yeah, I'm guessing that's what it was. And I didn't know until she truly said, like, and like truly came out and said it, because Millie seemed to, like, after Sayako said something behind her, she was a bit down on it. I think more than not, it was like, no, because this is the end of, like, her time at school, and now she went off to be a weather girl. It's like, great, just to be normal. You know, I'm guessing that whole thing with Nina, but obviously, you know, kind of got to her, and then she was like, yeah, you know what, yeah. So I guess that's good. The way Nina did it, though, is still a bit meh. But yeah, that's that. I mean, if the fact that Millie was just out to be a weather girl, I'm surprised she didn't just stay at school until everyone else graduated at the same time. I mean, surely she could have waited. If it was like, I would agree with that if it was something like important, but it's just being a weather girl. Oh well. And finally, Cornelia's back, and fuck, she's a badass, isn't she? She's right badass now. This character change is cool. Like, I love the change of, like, the change of goal that she's got. Like, all of a sudden she's not doing anything for Britannia, she's doing everything for Yuffie. And this is a great, I love this change, I think. I was wondering what she was doing, but she's gone rogue. She's on a one-woman mission to clear Yuffie's name using Geass. So she knows everything to do with Geass now.
I don't know where she's gotten that information from. But the fact is, she never mentioned Lelouch once. So my guess is then she doesn't blame Lelouch, which is big. Because I was wondering, you know, Cornelia obviously loved Yuffie a lot, and it's refreshing, I think, to see a character that wouldn't just automatically assume that fucking, you know, Lelouch is at fault for all of this. She knows the power of Geass, then, but she doesn't know the extent of like the power that Lelouch has. Like it kind of overtook him to the point where he couldn't control it anymore, and that's what ended up causing Yuffie to go on a massacre. I doubt Cornelia would know that, but considering the fact that she hasn't mentioned Lelouch once, and her whole mission isn't to seek revenge, it's not a part of the Britannian Empire where she's continuing as a station, but it's literally to clear Yuffie's name, and I love that. I love that there is a character out there that's doing that, because fuck sake, Yuffie needs that name cleared, and I really, really hope Cornelia I hope she completes that mission. I hope that's the case, because yeah, Yuffie didn't deserve that. I mean, that's what's most heartbreaking of all. Is not like, you know, but the fact that Yuffie died and the fact that she caused a massacre beforehand. That's a tough one to like. That's tough, but the worst thing, the toughest pill to swallow, is the fact that her name, like, people think of her as one of the worst people ever because of something that wasn't even her fault. That's the toughest pill to swallow, you know what I mean? Because at the end, she's the fucking, you know what I mean? She's one of the most sweetest characters, and that's happened. It's not right. So I'm so happy that Cornelia is on that mission, because I hope to God she absolutely nails that one out of the park. I love the fact that she is not affiliated with anybody, and that she's just doing this on her own. I love it when there is an entity or a group of people that have their own agenda or is not affiliated with a bigger picture and doing their own thing on the side. It's really cool. So yeah, I think that is all I've got to talk about. I can't believe the fucking cancellation, Geass. The question is it a real one? Is it possible to make an artificial one? It worked a hell of a lot differently, but then again, it would if it's a cancellation one. It just looked very glitchy. So, and Jeremiah himself is a cyborg. That side of his face is very robotic. So my thought was it's like artificially made. And with a lot of the like experimentation that they've seemingly been doing with Jeremiah, I don't think it's too far out of the realm of possibility that could be the case. And I'm just wondering what the Emperor's sort of deal is with it. Like, he's got to have some part in. He's got to know that this is the plan. Like, this has got to be the Emperor's plan, because V2's, you know, heading it alongside him. So, yeah. But yeah, that's all I've got. Fuck, this is cool. There's so many. You know that, right? From what I've heard, there have been a few people that said, like, you know, they've maybe like said stuff like, "Oh, it's a shame about season 2 and stuff," and season 2 was a bit. But as of right now, there is so much like substance to this season, a lot more than there was in season 1. So I'm enjoying this a hell of a fucking lot. And unless this like literally drops off, I hope to fucking God it doesn't. Because as of right now, every single episode has been so fucking enthralling to watch. Just the sheer just the sheer amount of like characters, and that I remember them all.
I think this is how you do characters right, to be honest. Which is completely something different from Tokyo Ghoul, which I'm watching now. As of right now, Tokyo Ghoul Season 3, there are so many characters just popping up, but they're all just popping up at once and just being thrown at you. So, whereas this is kind of like building them up, and each one has their own different, you know, different like style quirks and whatever. And it's nice. It's very fucking nice, and I'm enjoying it so fucking much. But that is all. So, thank you everyone for watching. In the description below, I have links to certain things. One is the Discord. Do you ever want to go over there, especially if you want me to react to a certain show, because that's where polls and things start. And if you just want to come around and talk to me, our community are free to do that as well. And Patreon. So if you do want to support me, that would be very much appreciated. In the description below, I have a link to my Patreon. There's a bunch of different tiers and rewards depending on how much you want to support me with. If you do, early access, that's at $5 a month. So for that, you get access to all of my Patreon shows a week early in advance, and for Code Geass and Psychopass, you get 4 episodes a week, as opposed to the usual 2 on the general public. So if you're coming for more reactions from me more frequently, early access is the one to go for. $10 a month, that's the full length, so if you want to see my full length reactions to all the shows I do, that's what you want there. Everything I react to gets a full length. $15 a month, that's the exclusive tier, so for that you gain access to another show that I'm currently reacting to, which is Parasite. That's nearly finished. Also, all OVA reactions and all movie reactions go into the exclusive tier as well. Elite tier, that's $50. Every time you pay $50, you get a choice of a show that you want me to react to, and I will react to it. It will go to the back of the list, and I'll get around to it eventually. Might take me a while because there's about 7 or 8 shows in there. But if you want to jump the list and go to the very front, then you want to get God tier, which is $100. And that means your show will be reacted to next. But that is all, so thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.